Hi everybody, this is Pippin Williamson with pippinsplugins.com, and I want to just do a real quick video review of the Cleverness To-Do List plugin. This is a really cool little plugin that I was actually asked to do a code review on last week, just after I announced my code review service for premium members. So this is a little plugin that adds a to-do list system to your WordPress site. And one of the things that I really like about it is it's a great way to have a to-do list that is directly oriented with your website. So if you're like me, you have a lot of projects all over the place, and you have to-do lists for projects all over the place as well. Maybe that's Google Docs, WonderKit, some other app, perhaps Ronin app or FreshBooks, or all of these different things. And it can be really confusing at times, especially to organize yourself so that you have an individual to-do list for every single project. Well, if your project is a website, so let's take your personal site, for example. One thing that you can do that makes things really easy is to have your to-do list within your WordPress dashboard, because that way you never have to try and figure out where your to-do list items are for that site. They're always in your site. So this is a really cool little plugin that allows you to do that, and do that very, very well. So it's available from the WordPress.org repository, and it's called Cleverness To-Do List. And so here's the plugin. Once you have it activated, you have a section over here called To-Do List. And when you go here, it's going to show you a screen that has a list of all of your current to-do items and all of your completed to-do items. It also gives you a simple way to add new items. So let's just add a new item really quickly, and let's make it a very important item. And we don't have any categories created at the moment, so we're not going to add a category. But let's just add in our to-do list. So I need to get this updated ASAP and add to do item. So once we do that, we see that it comes up here and it's in red because it's marked as important. So if we add another to do item and we leave it at normal, we can see that this one comes in as gray, and one more, and this one, once we add it as a low priority, comes in as a lighter gray. So we can quickly see the to-do items that we have. And if we want, as soon as we have completed one, we simply check it with a little bit of Ajax. It refreshes really quickly, and that item is now marked as done. We can also go and edit a to-do item at any time. So this one, I accidentally marked it as low, but it's actually very, very important. So now we click edit, and now that one's been marked as highly important. We have categories. So let's say site improvements. And you can actually make this public or private, and there's ways that you can actually show your to-do list on the front end of your website through a couple of different methods. I think there's a widget included. So now we have a category, and we go back to our to-do list, and let's edit our item. And now you can see that we have the ability to set a category to our to-do items. And then that's really important when you have a widget on the front end of your site that is actually showing that. So let's go to our widgets section. And let's find it really quickly. Let's see, where is it? There it is, to-do list. So we can go here, enter a title, and now we choose the category that we're going to show, and we click Save. So now we go over here, and here's our to-do list. And there's a couple of things that we can actually add to that. For example, we can show who it's assigned to, show the deadline, and show the progress. And now we click Save, refresh. And since we don't actually have those enabled, those don't get shown. So let's go to our plugin settings really quickly. And once we do that, we see that we have show date completed, yes. Show deadline, yes. Show progress, yes. So we can enable these. We can also enable or disable categories over here as well. We have a couple of other settings. Under the advanced settings, we can actually set formats for dates, titles, etc. We have all of these different things that we can do, including the option to email assign to do items. So when you assign an item to a user, so let's set this to yes, we can actually choose to email them when that item has been assigned to them. And now let's go back to our to-do list, and let's edit one. And we're going to set a deadline of the 24th. We're going to set it to be 50% complete, and it's in site improvements. So edit to-do list. And now we go back over here, and now we can see that another to-do item is at 0% completion, one more is at 50%, and it's going to be completed on the 24th, which is tomorrow. So it's really kind of cool. It's a great little to-do list app, and even if you're not using it for the front end, it works really great for the back end. Because we can very easily just go into our site and say that we have a whole bunch of tasks that we want to accomplish on the site over time. So we just slowly add them in here. We have categories. So site improvements, maybe it's content, maybe you're editing your content, maybe it's revisions. We can see how close we are to having it complete. We can see the deadline. If an item isn't actually needing to be done anymore, we can simply delete it. And so it's pretty cool. There's quite a few things that we can do. It's a very, very simple plugin, but it works really well. And when I did the code review of it, I was thrilled with the quality that I saw. It all uses custom post types and custom taxonomies. There's no custom database tables in the plugin at all. We have these custom UIs, but it's just a reskinning of the default WordPress UIs using the same core components in the custom post types, the custom taxonomies, and all of the actual WordPress APIs. So it's a great plugin. It's from the WordPress plugin repository. It's called Cleverness To-Do List, and I would highly recommend it.